I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
Are you seriously going to sit there and say Ethan hasn't been there for you, had you fucking back for years, fought with his audience who hated you because we saw potential in you grow up? I'm a 44-year-old man. I'm a 44-year-old man. I am a provider of my home. I am the caretaker of my child. I protected my family against all sorts of insane shit over the last decade or so. Ethan was good to me until he wasn't. Ethan was bad to me for a long, long time, and I forgave because I made a fucking stupid one of Liam's gay fucking oaths where I gave my fucking word of honor as a man that I'd be there and stick by him and be his fucking mate, even if everyone else turned on him. So even when he fucking was giving me shit, I still spoke in his defense because I made a fucking oath. I saw how he got treated by Moose Bauman, and I made a fucking oath that he wouldn't be fucking alone in this world because I didn't want him to go the way of Ed Piskor. I didn't know of Ed Piskor at the time, but I didn't fucking want him to have his life ruined. The whole reframing of like, Liam, I'll be there for your wife and that shit. I was going to give them money if anything happened to him. You know, I was going to make sure they were financially taken care of. I was going to be involved in their fucking life. And they lambasted me for it. He had people throwing cinder blocks through fucking, stores that he went to and shit. He had crazy liberals threaten him. And the whole fucking world was against him. So I stood up for him and I made a fucking vow. And I tried to fucking honor it. And I was attacked for years. Then, when I went back to CG, I lost Vinny's friendship, which predated CG. I lost fucking Yuka. And more than half my audience of people that said I was retarded and stupid for going back to CG, people that had stuck by me for years, because I wanted it to work. I didn't want to be the villain. I wanted to help people. I lost all of that for going back to CG, for siding with Ethan. And then he's here paying me out over my fucking suicide. Going, oh, it's so funny. Oh, I really tried. Well, I did really fucking try, and it didn't work, did it? My best wasn't good enough. Because even my best, even self-sacrifice, even being the clown and being the punching bag, still wasn't fucking good enough. Was it? Not for Ethan. He still sided with Anna. Even though, and guess what? I took that conversation from the King's Room unaltered and I gave it to a professional fucking therapist and psychologist so that I could have my behavior adjusted. I said, I just got myself in a whole bunch of trouble because I started a fight. I can't see where I started the fight or what I did. Can you help me identify it? Is there something that I'm doing wrong socially here? He went over it and he looked at it and he rubbed his temples and he says, this is terrible. They shouldn't be treating you like this, Liam. This is awful. And I was like, well, what did I do? He says, you shouldn't have mentioned this so bluntly. You maybe should have been a little bit more delicate, but this is completely unprofessional how you're being treated. And I went, that's from a professional fucking therapist whose job it is to analyze social situations, right? And I was kicked out of the room. I was punished for bringing up that there was a fucking maniac here with a knife filming and looking in the windows where my fucking kids and my wife are. No one's problem. That's no one's problem. That's a Liam problem. Okay? Princess words. That's right. And I've taught her, like, look, it's Australia. It's a bit different. But my girl knows not to talk like me. I don't want to pass along my faults, but my faults are what allowed me to survive the life I came through. Like, my anger is a problem, but I control it. I never hurt anyone with it. I always just use it to keep fighting and pushing through when everything seems hopeless. Whenever I feel hopeless, instead of falling into despair, I force myself into anger. And when I can't force myself into anger, I fall into deep despair. It's not bipolar. It's not a mental issue. It's my personality. It's a problem. But I also What you never see is how much I love my wife and my family. I try not to show that too much because I love my friends and my family. Like, I love them more than I love anything else. And I love comics as well. And you see a little glimmer of that. You go, where's that Liam? He's still here. But I've got people fucking constantly prodding me and then blaming me for prodding me. And it's like, how much more isolated can I be? Just the answer is, everyone's answer is, get off the internet, Liam. Just leave. All right, I'll just throw away all of my fucking last 8 years of my hard work. I'll just throw it all in the bin. There you go. I'll go do something else. Good advice. Thanks. Thanks. That really helped. That really, really helped. Liam, you need to move on. Most of these messes is in your fault. I do need to move on, but it's not my fault. And I used to blame myself for that shit, and I'm not going to do it anymore because it's not. You know, how these other people react and what they do with their influence, and the fact that, like, again, let's just look at this. Let's look at just the beginning of this thread, like the beginning of this video, right? I'm angry, but I'm an idiot, okay? I'm fucking angry about being humiliated, lied about, shit talked about, reframed as a fucking maniac because I'm fed up. So I get angry and stuff, right, about this shit. But it's like, I never threatened Katie with a knife, but Katie and her propaganda campaign went and told all you guys that I did. So now I'm being accused and held to account for threatening Katie with a knife. That's not what happened. I literally was opening blockies. There's no, like, if there was videos of me doing like a violent threat with a knife or something, it'd be all over social media. It would have been played on Trashcast night. Wasn't there, was it? Wasn't there. I never said I was going to do anything violent towards her. But, you know, these idiots are just foil sims. Ignore them. Shane, Jim is lying. He twisted what Liam was saying. It was a statement about how others would feel if they were targeted. It wasn't spoken very well. Liam, sometimes you have to avoid this mess. Yeah, you know, yeah. Well, I'm not going to have a problem with that anymore anyway. I don't know how much further away I can get from it. Like I said, I'll make myself radioactive and then no one will want to come near me. That's the best protection. That is the best protection. Just be so radioactive that none of these guys come at me, you know? She's had worse meltdowns. He has thin skin. I don't think I have thin skin. I think I have a low bullshit tolerance at the moment left. You know, like I've explained many, many times where it's like, hey, you know, duress is about stress management. And I've got practices, breathing stuff. I can do that. But it's like,
and you wear your heart on your sleeve.
And I wear my heart on my sleeve. Thanks, wife. You're right.
You're very passionate.
Yeah.
And people don't appreciate your passion.
People don't appreciate my passion. And people don't, and they don't even see my kindness. They don't see my mercy. They see the situation with Katie. I said, 24 hours stop, or this is going to happen. I could have just done it. I could have just done it. I could have just fucking gone boom. You know, but none of that's ever given any fucking credit or knowledge. The knife clip was good. Yeah, it was so good to convince everyone that I was threatening Katie with a knife, wasn't it? You know? Liam, if you really mean you don't want to see anyone hurt, then I want to hear you retract your beat up threat sent in Anna's direction. Do you see what's coming on here? When have I ever threatened to beat up Anna? Tom King, what game are you playing, dude? They're now saying that I've got to apologize for threatening to beat up Anna.
And I just heard that.
I've never threatened to beat up Anna. They just make shit up.
This is so wrong.
It is.
You for making stuff.
Yeah, they get up me. They say I make up everything, and then they're in here. You've got to apologize for this you did, for that you did. I didn't fucking do it. It's like when you're coming in going, oh, you got to apologize for striking channels, Liam. Did you strike my channel? Why did you strike my channel? I didn't do shit. I didn't do shit. And no, I'm not going to apologize for something I didn't fucking do. Just like I'm not going to say I'm wrong. I'm not going to say sorry anymore. I'm not apologizing to anyone for anything. Go cry. Go fucking cry somewhere else. If I did wrong, you tell me where I've done wrong and you show me where I've done wrong. But I haven't done fucking shit nothing. You know, I ain't done shit nothing. I'd be happier never knowing that Anna fucking existed. Waste of fucking DNA as far as I'm concerned. I just wish I never fucking saw her again or heard a fucking name spoken. It's a big planet and a big internet. Why the fuck have I got people in here going, apologize for your threats against her? I haven't done shit to her. She's done endless shit to me.
Where's her apology?
Yeah, where's her fucking apology? I'll never see one. Liam Gray will never get a fucking apology from anyone. Because everything, to quote Riley, this guy's basically Hitler. There's nothing wrong you can do to him. That's Riley.
The abuser.
Yeah, the abuser. Exactly, Shanny. My wife's here now. She's fucking on my side.
I end up now.
Shane, Liam clearly was making a point of how families shouldn't be targeted. It was stated rhetorically, which doesn't help right now. Ethan lied about Shane. He'll lie about anyone. Jim is lying.
I think this is Lane's life. You don't hide anything. That's why you see everything of us.
The only stuff I hide, is business-related things.
Yeah. But I meant like, oh, okay, you and Chicky need
You
a
and
snack.
Chicky getting a snack? Okay.
All right, you gotta get a snack for your dinner.
A piece of great advice. Get away from Frog Tony and manipulators. Take a 30-day break from them and the internet. If you can do that, both dudes are using you for content, Liam. They are playing you for the fuel. Full. Okay, Crusader Joe. Okay, Crusader Joe. Let me throw this back in you. Thank you for your opinion. Let me throw this back your way. Am I getting support from Ethan and Comicsgate? Or am I getting support from Frog Tony and his Comicsgate? Who's actually supporting me? When I said, yeah, look, the Akira Toriyama quotes weren't a lie, did anyone else want to see them? Or was I shunned for that? Frog Tony said, show me. Prove it, Liam. I said, all right, here you go. Boop. Scotsman came out, said it all, said, yep, I've seen it. I've seen the Slack room. I've seen all of this is true. That was ignored. Frog Tony actually looked at the evidence. Everyone else called me a liar. Called me a fucking liar, man. So it's like, how are they using me for content? You mean, you know who is using me for content? All of my haters. And just earlier today, Ethan.
You had a really lovely time with Tony. You always feel good.
Yeah. At the end of the conversations with Frog Tony, he never pays me out. He never gives me any shit. He never gives me unsolicited advice that I don't ask for. When I, sometimes I'll go to people like I did with BTM and I'll ask, I'll say, like, can I get advice from a different source of people, hoping that they'll give me a different point of view, hoping they'll give me a different answer that someone hasn't thought of before so that I can try and fix things, because things are wildly broken right now. But like, who's helping me, dude? When was the last time, Crusher Joe, when was the last time, that's a good anime, by the way. When was the last time you just came over and wanted to talk about something?
Say hi.
Say hi.
Give advice right away.
You like, I appreciate your $10. I appreciate it. But like, take 30 days off, my channel will die. And I don't have a big support network that I can go and float other stuff on. I've just got Frog Tony's show. It's like, where else can I go? I've got to do all this myself. I've got to maintain myself. Like, I can't even like take a break and like give Yuka the channel. She's gone. I don't have like a sidekick or nothing. It's all me and my art team. So like, I am, what about all my audience as well? That people have been insulting my audience. And it's like, my audience are a lot of these guys, like the oldest members of CG that have been around the longest. And it's like people paying them out. And it's like, they haven't done anything. They're just my viewers. And for the crime of being my viewers, they should be ragged on. A lot of this is just really shitty, man. And I understand you're trying to help, but like,
Sometimes I'll face the music too. You can't keep running away.
Yeah, sometimes you got to stand and fight and face the music. Like my wife says, it's not going to go away. I have to do this.
You can have a break. You'll feel wonderful. But you come back.
Yeah, I'll go to sleep tonight and I'll sleep like a baby because the last week has been hilarious and funny. And I know that people right now are trying to like break my mood and get me into like despair. They're trying to like push me into like a fucking depression spiral so they can go, oh, look, Liam was manic. Liam's manic. Let's play with Liam's emotions and his mood in his life. And that's why I get angry.
I know why they get angry.
And then they get angry with me. But
you're not doing
I'm just going to be keeping happy. Go watch the last, like, honestly, go watch the last like 2 or 3 streams I've done. I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing.
And you've got nice delicious.
And I've been enjoying drawing again and taking a break. It's like, I don't, you know, like, as for me being played as the fool man, like, I don't mind being a clown for people. That's half of what I do to keep people laughing and interested. But like, I find it very, I am personally offended, and I know that, like, duh, that's weakness. I'm personally offended and upset that I've been dealing with federal people and local law enforcement on the regular for going on 5 years now. And no one ever took any of it serious when it affected my family, when it could have cost us our lives, sickness, health issues, injury. I've been pushed into the hospital for suicide twice because I just went past my breaking point. And you guys see 2 hours out of my day every day. And I try to keep as much as I can of the legal stuff away so it can be handled in a court of law, because I don't want it being turned into an internet circus, because I know that's what people want, right? So I want to wait until everything's processed and done in court so that stuff can then be talked about and people can't go, well, from my point of view, I'll be able to counter everything by immediately just saying, well, you can take that up with the courts. I don't want to sit there and debate or argue or, you know, I don't want people to be turned into folk heroes for fucking with me. I don't want to deal with any of that shit, right? I don't want to play those fucking stupid games. What I want to do is I want to make my books. I want to take care of my team. I want to enjoy my family and live free. Live fucking free. So, you know, that's it, dude. So everyone's saying like, oh, Liam, you're doing it your way and it hasn't worked out so far. No, I've never done it my way, actually. I always took everyone else's advice on how to do everything. I took Micah's advice. That ruined everything that I built. I took, you know, Ethan's advice just recently, and then he started punishing me for doing as he told me to do. And my wife can, Shani, will you just come and confirm, just for the audience, like, what have I been doing for the last, like, 3 months or so since for the Fans Fest?
Well,
like, have I been getting into fucking internet fights, or have I been working on my comics?
You've been working on your comics. You've been, it's been drawing, been actually getting your books done, even, and like.
I wrote a whole new book on this weekend. The last weekend, the Muse came and I did an entire book. So over the course of a weekend, I did like 5 pages of illustration too, which I'll show off later.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I know,
yeah,
like
it's in the office at the moment, like, getting scanned in.
Leem's going really well, and he does do all that. It's you lot that keep annoying him and keep pecking at him and bothering him, and but then they like keep saying like, "Leem, come here. I'm going to tell you something." Oh, go away, come here. I'm going to annoy you. Go away, like poor guy. He's a bit confused. And no wonder you get angry, because it's 1 minute you want him to come.
Yeah, I get banned. You're like, hey, you're being shunned. Don't talk to me. He blocks me on everything. I go, okay. Yeah, he blocks me on everything. Ethan blocks me on everything. Yeah. Does 3 fucking streams. 3 streams about me.
Yeah.
3 in a row about me. And I've got my fans sending me messages going, hey, Ethan said this. Ethan sent you this message. Ethan sent you this message. I don't respond. He told
us not to, so we're respecting that.
Yeah, he said, I don't want contact. I said, okay, no more contact. I go away. As soon as I go away, the fact that I didn't freak out or start attacking him, he starts making videos about me more.
And he digs up all your old stuff. He's trying his hardest to trigger you.
He's trying so hard to upset me, and I'm just trying to move fucking past it. It's like bringing up the fucking suicide video. Can you please stop doing that? Like, how much? Yeah, it was a low point in my life. Yes, you win. It was a low point in my life. I can't change it. All I can do is move forward.
But it's not a very nice thing to do.
It constantly bringing me back to it and reminding me of it, constantly like hurting me with it over and over again.
Yeah, I know you just want him to be sad, but that's not.
Yeah,
nice.
you want me to be fucking sad. You want me to be in despair. You want me to fucking. I said to him, I said on social media, I said, Ethan, I am not going through what I went through for a third time. I'm not going to be killed for the entertainment of other people. I said that. I said that on Twitter. I straight up fucking said it to him, right? So what's the point of this except to drive me into fucking despair? He said, go over here and ignore everything. I went away. I ignored everything. They started threatening Al. They started threatening Al.
And then you got,
and after everything that's already happened, I'm legally required to take action. I'm legally required to take action. And then they turn and say I'm a bad father.
I know, you don't threaten children.
Well, they do, apparently.
I know, for some reason that is okay. But then if some adult made some rap song, which rap people are renowned for having commercial songs, that's the whole reason they do.
Yeah, and then they're threatening to put me on the no-fly list. Well, you can't. I'm a fucking American sovereign. I'm an American sovereign citizen.
Well, go. I have a.
Go put me on the fuck. Go call another embassy. Call another embassy on Liam.
Entertain them.
I'm not even fucking going. I don't want to go somewhere I'm not invited.
Yeah, no, we won't go.
I don't want to go somewhere I'm not wanted. No. And it's been blatantly fucking clear I'm not wanted.
Yeah, it's very rude.
You're like, hey, Liam, I don't want you here anymore. I'm blocking you on my channel. I literally wasn't on your channel when you blocked me.
No, I know you love him.
You're going off at me for shit I'm not even doing. You're going off at me for shit I'm not even fucking doing. I'm sitting over here in a fucking corner drawing like you fucking told me. I spent 7 fucking days on your character. Kelsey Sandon just quit. I spent 7 days trying to get your damn character right that doesn't look... It's hard to draw Cyberfrog. I'm not good at it. I always fuck it up. And I tried and tried. I spent 7 fucking days on it.
Yeah. And you don't appreciate it.
And he doesn't have to appreciate it. He didn't commission me to do it. But I was trying to do a good thing. I'm trying to be kind. I'm trying to be a team player. And then I get fucking crucified for it and punished and shit for it. And like, stop going and fighting with people. I'm like, dude, my social media has been up for ages. My social media has been private for like 3 months or some bullshit, right? But you're like going, I'm not out there like replying in Twitter battles. I'm not going out into other people's channels and attacking them. I'm not going out and making fights. But Katie and these people are going out and making fights with me. And making fights with me in other communities.
That's why we have to strike you, because that's the only way it's going to stop you.
Yeah. And apparently, I'm not allowed to stop them. I have to be considered, I have to have threatened a woman with a knife forever, even though I never threatened a woman with a knife.
I know, you wouldn't do that.
Apparently, it's my fault for responding. It's my fault for responding and saying I didn't threaten her with a knife.
Yeah. You got to clarify stuff.
But apparently, everyone can just lie to the fucking audience like they're sheep, and they'll go along with it, and that's totally fine. As long as the message is hate Liam Gray, everything's justifiable, and everything's my fault. There's no accountability for anything else. There's no, oh, well, maybe we've been whipping people into a fucking frenzy and hysteria. None of that. It's all on me. It's always me, isn't it? It's always me. Why hang out with Frog Tony? Where's Scotsman or Oz? Your real friends, not drama farmers. Oz is busy. Scotsman is busy because he's currently doing gold panning. He's got like a gold mine. It's a long story. Okay. We live interesting lives here, okay? He's busy doing that. So he's got other stuff that he's currently working on, and he's doing like his gold mining right now, right? Which... again, they're going to say is a lie. Now I just realized how made up that sounds, but it's true. It's actually true. Okay. Oz, we were planning on doing a weekly show, and he's been dealing with other stuff. He's getting his book out, and there's some other stuff that I can't talk about involving him that's personal stuff. And so he can only come on every so often. And we were planning on doing daily, nightly, which is why my channel was not on break. Like, the reason all my last videos went private is because I said, man, I don't fucking want to get out of here. I privated everything. I wanted a break from everything, right? Just wanted to take a fucking break for a while. And then Oz was like, hey, I want to do my book and I've got no one to stream with. And I'm like, oh.
And I was right.
Really? All right. I'll keep going. I'll keep through, because you do for a mate. That's what you do. So I buckled in and we've continued along, right? But it's like, and as for like Frog Tony has been a friend to me. Why is everyone treating her like it's not?
He's the only one that stands up to everyone. He will go in there and he will ask the hard questions. He's like what's the guy?
Yeah.
Theo. He's like, he gets in there, gets amongst them, asks all those questions that feel scared to ask.
Yeah, he asks himself to squared to us. It's like, they're done Liam.
He asks them.
Why won't you be isolated so that it's easier to dogpile and attack you? Why won't you get rid of the one guy that will actually stand up for you and will actually look at things?
And he's not afraid to ask.
He's not afraid to ask the hard questions and stuff, but like everyone hates him.
Because he asks us hard questions.
Because he asks them hard questions and stuff. But it's like, where are my real friends? Well, I lost nearly all of my real friends because I told them that Ethan had apologized to me, and it's as a Christian tenet, it's my responsibility to forgive him and give him a chance to do things differently. And so all of my friends abandoned me.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'll be all right. Give me a minute.
You'd be upset, Liam,
The same people that are like, Liam, why are you friends with Frog Tony? The same kind of people. They're going, Liam, why are you friends with Frog Tony? Said, Liam, why would you go back to Ethan after everything he has done to you?
Yeah.
How much he hurt you? How much he and John De La Rose did what they did? How could you forgive them? And I said, as a Christian man, it's my responsibility to forgive.
He said
to move past everything. And I could keep my word of honor that I gave, so I wouldn't be disgraced in that way. And that we could make comics great fun and good, and we did for a while.
Yeah.
Until people got jealous.
Felicia.
Until people got jealous, and then their jealousy outweighed my value.
And then he didn't want to get the facts.
He didn't want the facts. They didn't want the facts. They didn't want to know what we've been dealing with as a family or what we've been going through. Everyone just gave their advice. Everyone just gave their unsolicited advice and got angry when I didn't listen to them over it. You know,
ask, what was your point?
Sometimes I do ask for advice. You know what I mean? But like, there's stuff I want advice on. There's stuff I don't want advice on. Like, there's stuff involving criminal stuff that you guys don't know and won't know probably for another year or two because of the complexity of the case, because of what's going on. And you have no idea how much this shit has cost me, not just financially. That's something, it's more than what most people would make in a year. But having to move, having to change my life, and the friendships that it's cost me, the work relationships it's cost me to be Comics Gate, everything. And I did a lot of fucking heavy lifting to be called a liar. There's a lot of heavy lifting that I did here in Australia through the government, stuff you don't know, because it's not your business to know what I do in the arts here. There's a lot of stuff I did so that when I did go to Supernova, the other fucking comic guys knew who I was and didn't care I was CG, because there was a lot of people that were like, oh, CG. It took me a lot of sitting down and talking and favors to have people go, oh, no, CG's not bad, not what everyone's made it out to be. It's just these guys like Delarose and stuff like that. It's not CG. So it got to the point in CG Australia, in Australia, that when I walked into fucking Supernova, the guys, this is before the show was set up, right? I'm one of the guys walking through. It's my wife and Elle, and they salute me. They know who I am, and they don't care that I'm fucking Comics Gate. They don't care. But for years they did. For years they did. I got a stack of cards and everything from people that want to work with me. Like, sorry, that's an exaggeration. About that thick, from other Aussie talent. People who desperately wanted to work on books with me and do stuff with Mixgate. They don't care. But for years they did. For years they did. I got a stack of cards and everything from people that want to work with me. Like, sorry, that's an exaggeration. About that thick from other Aussie talent, people who desperately wanted to work on books with me and do stuff with me, but like I can't put them in until I get this other stuff done. That were like, yeah, CG's great because of how hard I pushed the press and the PR here to change the narrative from it's a piece of shit full of fucking Nazis and shit. I worked hard behind the scenes, making friends, shaking hands, giving jobs, doing a lot of work. And no one gives a fuck because that's all in my imagination. That's all pretend. It couldn't possibly be that way because Leem's a fucking loser. You guys don't understand what the scene's like in Australia or how it works. It's not the same as in America.
And hey, Adam.
Hey, Dirty Rat.
Dirty Rat's a good boy. He is. Check him out on the YouTube channel.